Three, two, one, go.
Blast off.
How you getting on?
How are you doing?
Very well. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Y'all.
We have a lot to talk about. What is it? UFC 262? Is that the one?
Oh yeah. But there was a fight night the other night as well.
There was a fight night. There was some arms broken. There was some. I want to talk about the heel hook with Dariush.
Oh
This is
yeah,
ancient
yeah.
news in the MMA world now, but we want to remember because I was saying for the past few weeks I was like, oh, if the fighters they just get like some leg locks, do like a 6 week camp, everybody's gonna be leg locking each other. But then we saw motherfuckers don't tap. That's a big
Yeah, I
problem.
know. But if you go, I was saying maybe I'm wrong here, but I said to someone there that I don't know if that was like I know it worked like, but like look at the heel hook that Craig Jones did on Vinny Magalesh. That man didn't stand up after that. Like, so I think it depends on the heel hook. Like,
Yeah. Well, but he did like a nice entrance. Everything was beautiful. It was a really
mm.
high level entrance. It wasn't like falling back on it and just digging it, putting it in your armpit and going. This was
How
how
did Tony stand up though? How was he even standing? Like.
he just kind of like kicked the hamstring off of him and just sort of like butchered his way out.
I don't understand how the man was standing afterwards though.
Pure adrenaline. And I don't think he got like full. He probably got a break, but he didn't get like a full break. He might have torn
Yeah,
his meniscus or something. He
yeah,
didn't like Craig. Craig was like ripping paper. you
yeah,
know, his hips
yeah,
were twisting one way, his body was ripped twisting the other, and he got
yeah.
like full shearing breakage.
Oh,
And
100%. Yeah.
Darius's was probably just like, I'm just gonna check the time, and just pulled his arm to the center, and got like he didn't have like the full perfect mechanics and everything.
Yeah. Luckily for Tony, he got to walk away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tony didn't like defend it properly. He just kind of like I said, just had hamstring exposure and just started like kicking the hamstrings and getting
Mm.
out, you know. But it sort of totally like gets rid of that hypothesis that I had. I mean, maybe there's still some validity to it.
I don't think so. I just don't think that was like you said, that wasn't, he didn't finish the heel hook. Like, you know what I mean? He kind of let go and it popped, did he? Or did Tony get out?
Tony got out, but I think in an interview he had said that he kind of was just like, "What's up with the heel hook?" He was just like super surprised.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because I
Yeah,
just thought like,
it is
oh,
crazy.
everybody's gonna be good.
I
Bow
think that
down to
only
the
applies
heel
to
hook.
Tony though.
Yeah,
What did you say?
exactly. I was just like, yeah, go to 6 weeks, and then everyone's gonna be bowing down to the heel hook, and it's like, no, they're just not gonna
No,
tap.
yeah, no, but I think that's just Tony. Like everybody else is going to value their knees.
Yeah, and especially because it was an inside heel hook too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Outside, you could still walk. I think I don't know. I've never been done that. No one's ever like heel hooked me to that point. I always tap.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't want to talk shit, of course. But it seems like Tony needs to like work on his escape. So he's super high level, of course, but he's missing some fundamentals in his,
Yeah,
his escape repertoire. He
absolutely.
he had no answers. He was just flat like a turtle. He couldn't even stay on his side and pummel for his head and get inside, and he was just like,
How many fights has he had since the Gaethje fight? Two or three?
I think two.
Like that man, he should have recuperated, reconfigured, recalibrated after the Justin Gaethje fight, like, and then come back after like a year instead of this madness, like driving himself into retirement.
Yeah, but I think he like I said, he's super athletic and high level, and he kind of just skipped over like that like pain phase that normal mortals have when they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to learn their escapes, like drill them, positional spar. You're stuck in half guard for an hour, and you're
yeah.
stuck in mount for an hour, just all that kind of stuff.
Probably like it's his personality as well. It'd be kind of hard. I'd imagine it's difficult to coach him.
Yeah, Could be. I mean, everybody says great things about him, of course, but yeah, he'd probably like, no, I'll just do it my way. It's like,
yeah. Like, can you imagine Eddie Bravo trying to tell him what to do? Because I can't.
and I don't really think Eddie Bravo has like. I mean, I know he has like fundamental movements in his warm ups and everything, but I don't think it's like something he like really emphasizes in his program.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pin escapes and the guard retention and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that.
Or an attack and whatever. More so emphasis on the the breaking their posture, staying safe from punches, and going for what do you call it? Like his triangles. He has a lot of triangle setups from the rubber guard and everything. But I don't see
Archer, the next thing.
Rubber guard in MMA anymore, or ever really.
No, I haven't seen it at all. Like, not at all. Not anyone who's proficient at it anyway.
Yeah. You see every once in a while a few, some highlights and everything, and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, did you see Oliveira pulled guard in his fight? That was pretty interesting.
Did he actually pull guard? Did he?
Well, he was getting killed by Michael Chandler, and then just like sat to guard.
Yeah, no, I did see that. Yeah. That's the same thing to do.
Pull guard like from standing or something.
Yeah.
He was like getting smashed, and he like brought his legs back under him,
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to stand up.
Yeah, he had a bit of head movement from turtle position as well. That's actually when he went back to guard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was worried at that point.
I thought. I think if they fought again, I think there would be different results. I'd like to see that actually.
It seemed to me like that Chandler. I don't know. It didn't look like he had a game plan. It just looked like he was going in there to just brawl.
Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was doing really well until he lost.
Yeah. It was crazy. The
super well.
The size difference was huge, though.
Yeah, he was just like tossing him around,
Yeah. Bananas.
He was like totally comfortable with Charles on his back.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, there was a nice elbow there from the back, though.
He's freaking out,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was just like cool, calm, collected, I guess, and he just got out pretty well.
But he just turned. He turned inside the body triangle, which was mad.
Yeah, that's a good escape, but
very.
You have to be explosive.
100%.
Super explosive.
Yeah.
Because most people, they kind of like reach back and try to get an underhook or something. But he just went like, ah.
Yeah. He didn't even use the rotation that John Danaher's one. Do you know the triangle escape?
Yeah, he didn't do any John Danaher stuff.
No, he didn't need it. He didn't need it at all. No.
He exploded.
Threw the manual out the window.
Yeah. That's just like wrestling mentality, I think,
Yeah, absolutely.
Outwork them, outpace them.
Yeah. Did you see any of the fight night fights, no?
I didn't. I heard Cody Garbrandt was kind of like he was like outmaneuvered.
Oh, absolutely. But it was good to see him go 5 rounds though, and not get knocked out.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good for him. I don't know whether or not he's taking it that way now though. But so then Rob Font then is now number 3. So he hasn't got very many people in front of him. Do you think that TJ Dillashaw will come back? As in, will he be the same fighter off the EPO?
That's a tough question. Because he was like in his prime, what, 4 years ago, I'd say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot has changed, it's hard to keep up.
Cody Garbrandt was champion in 2016, and I think DC was champion in 2016. McGregor won his last lightweight fight in 2016.
Yeah, like 10 eons ago in the MMA world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy how techniques have changed so much in just like 4 years.
So what were they doing 4 or 5 years ago? I suppose calf kicks are huge now.
Yeah, calf kicks, And just kicks in general have gotten a lot more. You know, people were like, "Don't kick, you'll fall over and get swept or something." Now they're laying based on each other with kicks.
Yeah, kicks to the calf, kicks to the knee. There's been some serious like knee buckling, all right, recently, and calf.
But Weidman's injury, you don't think slowed that down at all? Nah.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Like, I think that was just he just hit the wrong part of the leg as hard as he could, didn't he? Hit the hard part of the knee.
Yeah, it's how do you condition yourself for that?
Yeah, but even I think McGregor mentioned that he thinks that there might be like loads of micro fractures in Weidman's leg, and eventually just
Oh yeah, it's got to be
all.
something like that. It's
Mm.
just
But then you see the Asian guys or the Thai guys, and they're like bending steel with kicks, like.
yeah. But they're not like usually younger guys, right?
Yeah.
Because Weidman's in his mid-30s or so, at least.
About 50, I'd say now.
When was he fighting Anderson Silva for the title?
Uh,
2013.
2012 or something.
Yeah.
Long time ago, like.
I remember that fight. Like it's tattooed on my brain.
Yeah. Like I think like that's in UFC terms, that's like back when it was black and white, like basically.
Yeah, yeah. Ronda Rousey was just murdering people.
Murdering soccer moms.
How dare you?
Name one other person from her era.
What's her name? The cupcake
No,
one.
you're not allowed to mention Misha Tate.
Kat Zingano? I don't know. I don't even know if that's that era.
So there you go, like so there's not really so she was kind of marking nobodies. I don't mean to be mean, like, but she was like.
To me, it was like they like got the coach's wife. You know, like oh yeah, I train like off and on. Like
Yeah.
the books,
Like
the academy.
I'd like to see Henry Gracie versus Henry Gracie's misses against Ronda Rousey.
Oh, what you're talking about Olympic level and pink belt level. Come on.
No, but she was a WWE wrestler and now she's Henry Gracie's wife.
Stacked credentials.
Absolutely,
The other one
like
has an Olympic medal and UFC titles.
you get an automatic 2 belts up when you marry Henry Gracie.
Oh yeah, you learn some moves
You really
through
do.
osmosis, so sleeping so close to him in the bed.
Yeah, phasing.
Right to the back.
Did you watch Sub Underground?
No, I didn't even hear about it. Chael doesn't even like what's it called? Didn't even plug that anymore. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I know. I haven't finished it. I can only remember the first fight was pretty good. Aaron was it Teagues again was up anyway. Your arch nemesis,
My arch nemesis. Okay.
Aaron Teagues. No, he did really well. It was pretty good. Like I think he pulled guard straight away and butterfly swept into mount and finished with an armbar. It was pretty sweet.
It's clean. I mean,
Yeah,
I consider that like a takedown. You know, when you pull to guard
yeah,
and sweep right away.
yeah,
You know, like you're basically winning the guard pull. If that makes sense.
yeah. Absolutely. Like, which was there was another
Oh,
match.
you lost the guard pull.
Yeah, like I'd see some people like are more interested in keeping it standing wrestling for the entire 5 minutes and letting it go to OT. Like, but for me, I think that's just a lack of confidence in your ability. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that strategy. Like, what? And then I'd sooner go in and butt scoot than like wait for OT and just keep wrestling someone. Like, you know?
Yeah. And it's like hard to take people down if they don't want to be taken down. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Like
Especially in Nogi.
difficult work.
Mm.
And if points don't matter, who cares how you get to the floor, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. I'm dying to see someone go into. I know you're not allowed, but I'd love to see someone get into the cage and just sit down straight away.
That would shock the world, I'd say.
It would. It would. If I was allowed to do that, I would have done that. They didn't let me. They made me stand up.
Yeah.
But I hit the floor because I slipped. I slipped throwing a leg kick. That's why I was on the floor. And then I didn't want to get up. Like I kept going towards him, giving him those. Remember the guy who kicked the legs off Muhammad Ali?
Oh, you told me about that one. I never saw that one. It was like earliest MMA ever, huh?
Yeah. I don't understand why you can't do that though. That's stupid. You should be allowed to do that. I think you can do it actually in the UFC. Like,
Well, remember when John Jones got like really low and started crawling towards like Rampage or something? It was Rampage, I think.
really?
And Rampage was just like didn't know what to do. You know, I heard an interview with John Jones about it, and he was saying he had like these really vivid dreams going up to that fight of him getting knocked out, like in the first round. So he was like super kind of like cautious and kind of like cagey about it.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to get out of the first round, so he was doing kind of like unorthodox stuff to kind of get in Rampage's head. You know, Rampage was just murking people by then, you know, at that time. So he just kind of like crawled like towards him, get under his shield.
Rampage in a jiu-jitsu match.
Sorry?
Would you beat Rampage in a jiu-jitsu match?
I don't think so.
Really?
His submission defense is probably super duper, and he's super heavy, and you know.
Yeah, he's about 300 pounds now, I think.
It's like he do that power bomb thing to me.
Oh yeah. Remember that? Jesus.
You know, like he's next level.
Yeah. Yeah, there weren't. I can't think of any other fights there that were there. There's none really standing out to me. There was a Barnett guy fought at the weekend in a heavyweight from Spain, and I was looking forward to seeing him. He does an awful lot of flying knees and spinning kicks, but we didn't get to see any of that. And I didn't even realize he's 5'9", like
just normal size.
5'9" heavyweight, and like
Whoa.
I think. Whoa. Yeah, crazy. So the size difference when he fought, it was he fought Ben Rothwell.
And he's like full grown heavyweight.
Exactly. Oh, it was crazy to see, like really crazy. Like I know it's easier said than done. Maybe if he cut down to light heavyweight, he might have a little bit more of a go of it, like, you know.
Yeah. It's just what's his is he muscular or is he
No, he's not muscular. Yeah. No, very fat.
Yeah. Remember what's his name, the guy with the big beard? He would just knock people out. I think he knocked out Brendan Schaub.
Oh, Roy Nelson.
I wonder what he would have been like if he was like
big country.
I wonder if like he got down to say light heavyweight or just like even middleweight or something, just normal.
But his belly really helped him in fights, like he's gotten on top of people and they just can't get out from underneath him, like, you know.
And you can't like, it's, you know, like when people have like corners and you can like push against them.
Mm-hmm.
Or like how Fedor was, you couldn't even grab him. He was like round all the way around, you know. Like,
yeah.
But when you push against, like, comes closer this way.
Have you seen the stare down between Crow Cop and Vanderlei Silva?
Yeah, legendary.
And did you hear Joe Rogan like talking about it? No,
I did, yeah, on his podcast like years ago, right?
Yeah, well, it only came up in my recommended there recently, like, but so crazy, like, because Joe was saying that Vanderlei like would always stare people down and would always win the stare down, like before the fight. People would always look away, but then Crow Cop is obviously like special forces. You know, where is he from again?
He's Croatian.
So he's like Croatian special forces. So Joe was like, that's legitimately a stare of someone who's killed people, like, you know what I mean?
It's like with a knife or something.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, that's the stare of a person who's killed people with a knife.
Yeah, he was like anti-terrorist and everything.
That's it, anti-terrorist. That's the one. Yeah. And you can kind of see Vanderlei kind of moving back and forth, kind of staring at him, and then Vanderlei eventually looks away, like, yeah.
Yeah, you can see like their necks, like the veins in their necks popping out and everything. It's pretty tense.
Crow Cop was serious though.
Yeah.
He used to, was it him or Fyodor? I think it was Crow Cop. Crow Cop used to play cards he had a load of lads playing cards, drinking and smoking in his change room before he'd come out to a fight, and he'd be playing poker with them. And he'd put down his cards to come out and fight, like, and he'd go out and fight, and then he'd come back in, and then he'd finish the game of cards, like.
The good old days.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Fedor.
No, Crow Cop then.
Pro copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like when they were like more entertainers. Now they're like more serious, I think.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like fighting and everything.
What do you call a raven in a police uniform?
No, tell me. I don't know. Tell me. Good one.
Oh.
What's next on the agenda? Tell me about it. How's everything going?
Yeah, good. Yeah, no, obviously I can't train in that place or whatever at the moment because I have work those nights. Like, but no, I've Matt's there, and I have one of the blue belts from Attic is training with me at the moment. One of the hardy man. So
Great.
getting in, like, it's funny. Like in the other place, I was getting in an awful lot of cardio, let's say, and really getting to try techniques and stuff. But then with this man, it's just back to war. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like
just sparring, doing drilling and stuff too.
Yeah, basic drilling. Just I tried to show him the neon belly escape to backside 50-50. I couldn't really get that working because I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But the one thing that was working all right though, that we got that even he nearly got. Huh?
Sorry, I was just saying you can get that from close guard too. That backside 50-50. So you can get the reps, and then it'll feel more comfortable when you try it from
close guard.
So from close guard, you push them away, and then you get your knee to the floor.
Okay.
So your foot sort of hooking their hip crease, like they call K guard.
Oh, I'd have to look at that.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar.
like
I'm not familiar with that. But then the one that was really working, and he nearly got it on me, was the kipping escape.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's really, really handy. All right, trying to get that straight into the heel hook position though, and still it's difficult. Like I'm struggling with the what is it? So you've got from kipping escape, you go in straight into a heel hook if they turn away, and then if they come back to you, you go to double X or just X, and then you know what I'm talking about. I can't even explain.
Then you invert and go for their leg a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, I get that once out of 5 times when I'm drilling it. Like,
well, so think about it. You go to X to get their hands to the floor, then you switch. Then they're going to be lighter, so then you bring their hips above your head, like, or to your head.
The mistake I keep making is putting my feet in the wrong place for X. So one will be over the other. It's meant to be the other way around. Like,
yeah. And also that doesn't work too well if the guy's like a good bit heavier than you. I found. Mine has to be near your size.
Okay.
Can't be like way heavier, or it falls apart when I try it anyway. Maybe has to be close, within a few kilos. You know, it can be a little heavier, but not like 2 weight classes above.
I'm sure you could go for the back from there, then crab ride, no?
Yeah, that'd probably be the better option.
You
can attack the legs from the crab ride position too.
What's that?
You can attack the legs from that crab ride position too. You know, where you have just that inside control and then hugging their hips or whatever. Attack the legs from there too.
I'll probably go back and watch the triangle escapes, and we'll probably drill those this evening, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to do.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't get that working either. I haven't gotten that working in a roll either.
So,
There's a bit to it though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Serious. Yeah, we were doing guillotine escapes all last week,
Oh, nice.
just from standing, mostly standing and then working guard passing.
Nice.
Just knee slice and like the weave, when you kind of fold their hips over,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just back and forth in that with that,
Yeah,
one doesn't look like one will.
I want to get the I definitely want to have a look if I can find it on the Chinese YouTube. I'll definitely have a look. I want to look at the Gordon Ryan's passing system, especially from half guard. Like some of that though is seriously good because I was drilling that before in the other gym I was in. But like obviously I haven't done much. I haven't committed to is the best way to put it. I haven't committed to learning much guard passing, so I can't remember it. But it's like it's not hard to remember. It's just I haven't done it enough, like to remember it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. And guard passing is so
Yeah.
difficult because the guy's throwing so many combinations at you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold still so I can do that pass. He's like 10 steps ahead, and you're just, it's pretty challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy, like we were talking about in MMA, it's like not nearly as important,
Yeah, it's mad. Maybe something will eventually happen that it might make it important.
maybe. But if you can like combine strikes with your passing, it's like the whole different thing.
Definitely, definitely, yeah.
You're not going to be hugging the hips and all this kind of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to slice your knee and start boxing. That's why Khabib was excellent at that. He put himself back in guard to hold you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You'd be holding on to his right leg like half guard for dear life, and he's just killing you.
Mm.
And you're like, just get back to half guard, I'll be okay.
Yeah,
No,
no.
Khabib is just like, dang it, dang it, dang it.
Yeah. Khabib versus Oliveira, who wins that?
Khabib.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like I said, I think if they fought again, Chandler would win. Like I know I'm talking crazy about the champ, but I don't really mean to. I just like it was felt like he snatched like I'm so proud of him, of course, but he snatched like that from the jaws of defeat. I think.
He pieced him up though. He seriously like he
He
did
could,
him in, like, you know what I mean?
but I mean like Chandler's just seemed like a good bit stronger than him.
Mm,
Like you said, he didn't have a strategy, and he just kind of like I want to brawl, and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
like hold it down.
Like I don't know though. Like there's an awful lot to be. I mean, I know he got out, like, but he still took his back.
Yeah, yes, for sure. And who knows if he would have taken it back again, he might not have had such good luck.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah, because I mean, he would have tightened up that body triangle and stopped that explosive turn the next time.
and how many times are you going to be able to do that explosive turn without getting tired? About two.
Exactly.
About
Yeah,
two.
yeah. Like I think as well, like energy management as well. It seemed to me that Oliveira's management of his levels of energy was far. I don't know. He had more experience with it. Like, I mean, he's been in that octagon 11 times.
Only 11 fights.
Isn't that what they said? Oliveira has been in there 11 times.
I thought he's had like 20 fights or something.
Yeah, but in the UFC though, is it not?
Oh,
I'll check that. Hang on, I'll
yeah.
just make
Chandler was
sure.
like he was like yeah, you're probably right. He was like using a lot of energy.
Mm.
But I think he's very fit. Obviously, he's very fit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But like, it doesn't seem like Oliveira uses his pressure as a tool like Chandler was trying to do.
Yeah.
But he has in the past. I definitely think so. Like when he had Tony on the ropes, he was just like chasing him down.
The Irish Dragon has retired, Paul Felder, and you know that Paul Felder beat Oliveira.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. So it says here Oliveira 31-8 and won no contest. Has won 9 in a row and is acclaimed as one of the best submission artists in MMA history. The Brazil native has the most submission victories ever in the UFC, 14, and the most performance bonuses in promotion, 10. He is now the most finishes in UFC history, 16. So he's been in there. He's never mind being in there 11 times. He has 16 finishes in the UFC.
And 11 by submission.
And 11 by submission. If that doesn't warrant
Right?
Khabib coming back, I don't know what does.
Yeah, you've convinced me.
Yeah.
No, that's very impressive.
Mm.
I'd like to see. It would be exciting to see him defend. You know, usually that belt that doesn't stay long. Usually,
No, not at all. Like
it changes
like
hands.
A fleeting thought.
Yeah. I saw a picture of him at the dentist wearing it, like on his chest.
I saw it as well,
funny,
yeah.
funny.
I don't think Khabib makes 155. Have you seen him recently?
Is he looking like his father?
He's about 200 pounds, I'd say.
There it is.
Oh yeah, no, like chin. He's a bit of a chin and everything, like.
Bit of a chin. Oh, I'm rubbing mine.
There you go. It's funny when they said as well that he's like, tiramisu Tuesdays or whatever, like, but he's not allowed to. He wouldn't eat tiramisu because there's booze in it, like.
Yeah, but isn't it cooked out by that point? No, he's not. He's that strict.
Doesn't matter. He can't. They don't eat anything, even that remotely, even flavored stuff with alcohol. They won't touch, like.
With like some pasta with white wine, nothing, huh? Wow, I didn't know.
Chance. Yeah, no chance. It's kind of a redundant slag, like. Or maybe that's what they meant. That's probably that probably is the piss take, like.
Tiramisu Tuesdays. I wouldn't lose my mind for tiramisu. It's not. It tastes nice, but
yeah, it's not my favorite thing.
I
Like.
love it. Yeah.
For don't know. I'm not really much of a dessert man, anyway. Like, ice cream is nice.
Oh, yeah, ice cream's nice. Ice cream is better than cake by sure. But I like pies. Do you like pies?
Yeah, no, pies are good. Apple pie. I haven't had anything else besides apple pie, to be honest.
Apple tart. Granny's apple tart.
And now a crumble.
Now crumble. You know what I was thinking? This is like completely off topic. You know that like arch down there in Oak Park?
Yeah.
Do you think that has like any like alignments with like the sun coming up on like equinoxes or anything? Some kind of stuff
I'm
like
sure it does, like, I'm sure it does, yeah. There's probably photos of it, like.
Huh?
There's probably a photo somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, do I have I thought I had a piece of art or something here. Oh, yeah, here.
It's just the lads behind you there.
The lads. Yeah.
I need to get one. I need to take some more photos of people in though. Just because yours looks cool.
It looks empty the whole time there.
Yeah.
There's the arches now.
It's like people aren't looking at us. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool. Yeah, that's always a place I like to visit.
Yeah, it is. It's cool, like. Yeah, I went up to play. The rugby club is just beyond that there, so it is like I was up playing touch rugby. It's funny how old I am now.
Touch butt in the park.
Touch butt in the park, like. Jesus, I couldn't move now as well as I used to be able to move. It's pretty funny, like.
It'll come back to you at least in somewhat.
Somewhat.
What is it? They say the mind is willing, but the body is not.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
Still have the skill. I have skills
like the passing and everything.
Yeah, which is thank God it would like still stands like as in because there's not many people even today who can still pass off both sides perfectly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying I'm 100% every single time, like, but I'm near enough to it. Like, it's the one thing that I'm good at, like.
Yeah, you can get it in. You could get it to their chests.
Yeah, straight into the hands, like straight into the bread basket or whatever. So I'll consider going back and playing.
Yeah, it's gonna be good for your balance, and it's good cross training.
Yeah, definitely help my cardio as well. I might be able to last a full 5 minutes of a match now.
Yeah, and that like you're not gonna get like lambasted if it's just touch. It's just gonna be normal.
Oh no, it'll probably be contact soon enough, like, but I'll have to see about that, like, because my neck is in. I prefer to get injured doing jiu-jitsu than playing rugby, to be honest.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
You can always kind of like tap out.
exactly. Yeah, I can't really escape every tackle,
Uh, you can
and it's
only
the
tackle the guy
tackling
with the
itself
ball.
takes its toll. Huh?
You can only tackle the guy with the ball, right?
Yeah.
But it just seems like everybody's getting mangled.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy, all right. Like it is, like, because it's not weight class orientated. It's like everybody versus everybody.
Yeah, and they're just gonna chop at your ankles and bust your knees and everything.
Yeah, I don't mind getting tackled. It's having to tackle, like, and not even the massive lads are not easy to tackle, but they're not the hardest to tackle. You just have to go super low, just make them trip over you. It's the medium-sized guys who are big and strong and fast, and they're going to drop the shoulder as low as they can. Like,
Yeah, and then try to make you at least suffer. Every tackle is gonna be they're gonna take skin.
oh yeah, 100%, 100%. So I don't know how many of those I have left. Like, so, and I can't, you can't arrive in somewhere either and start dictating like where you want to play and stuff. Like every time I go back, like I'm like I'll play nine, and then like just because I can cover back sometimes, they're like, oh, he's fast, put him on the wing, and I'm like, oh,
I get
I have
smashed.
to, yeah, I just have to tell them I'm a turnstile. Like, do you know what I mean? It's the only way.
Yeah, you're a commodity.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
We're back now in July, I think, anyway. Mid-July.
May, June, July. So a month, 6 weeks or so, just
6 weeks or
approximately.
that. But everything else is opening up here. Shops and everything are opening on, I think, the 7th of June. Like, so in a week's time or so.
And they're
Uh,
making you guys wait an extra month.
yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, and I was in Dublin at the weekend, and the place is absolutely wedged. Like, they're like pubs are serving alcohol on the streets, and I mean, the entire center of the city was like jammed, like, it was like people everywhere. Just it was like a festival out in the streets. It was mad.
And how long have they been open for?
No, they're not open. It's just the pubs are serving collection drinks, and just people are just congregating, like.
Yeah, people are tired of this. They want to live.
Yeah, it's funny then at the end of the night then, or towards, I don't know what time it was, maybe 10:30 or 11. The cops come down in the paddy wagons down Grafton Street with the sirens on to get everyone to disperse or whatever. Um, but like there's obviously streets running parallel to Grafton Street, and I was just thinking, I was like, why don't people just come around or just slip off the side streets and just go back up to where they were, like.
It will. They probably will in a week. They
Yeah.
do the thing with the horses, and they get the people to move with the horses. I hate that. They
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
side. It's like bowl them into you.
yeah. That's exactly what they were doing, pretty much. Like, it was mad though. It was very strange. Like, but there's only a certain crowd who were out. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Well, there's TV people, and then there's like independent thinker people.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Well, it was all the artsy looking crowd who were out in Dublin at the weekend, anyway, that I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like, I mean, everyone was on top of each other. Like, I mean, and there's streets after streets after streets of it. Like.
in Grafton Street.
Well, off. I didn't. I got up. We only went up Grafton Street when the cops decided it was over or whatever. So just the streets off Grafton Street, like the side streets and everything, were all wedged. Like,
Nice. I think.
yeah, it was good to see. Like, it was strange. Like, it was like a different city or whatever, but it was good or whatever. And then the next morning, and then that was the strangest thing was the next morning, which was Sunday, and I pretty much every street on Grafton Street was open. Like, sorry, every shop on Grafton Street was open. And any shops I passed by in like the other side of the Liffey, like let's say, we're open. Like it's only like Temper Bar was closed, but then like loads of little shops were open. So it's kind of
Yeah,
good to see.
they,
Like,
they still have to pay their rent and stuff, you know.
yeah,
What are they supposed
absolutely.
to do?
Yeah,
Not a lot of businesses have like that much reserves to go through an emergency like that.
yeah, for this long as well.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah, but sure, look, everyone will have the vaccine soon, and it'll be great.
Not me.
You're not getting the vaccine, Conall, no?
No,
Jesus, that's mad.
I just looked into it, as they say.
But surely, but how are you going to travel then? You know,
I'll find a way.
you make it a boat.
It's not. I'd rather not get vaccinated. Or sorry, I'd rather have to be inconvenienced by not being able to travel than to take some funky stuff into me like that.
Mm.
I'm willing to put up with that inconvenience.
Do you know what the ingredients are? No.
I know they use like baby fetuses and stuff. Some funky
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know. I just think it's weird that, like, you know, if there's a pandemic and everyone's getting sick and everyone's getting ill, wouldn't it not be the humanitarian thing to do to release the ingredients of your so-called vaccine or therapy or whatever you want to call it? You know, so everyone can mass produce it, but they've decided not to do that. They're going to hold on to it for themselves so they can make
But there's
profit. You
different
know,
ones.
it's all the same, I'd say.
They they're like, oh, the Chinese one and the Russian one are pretty good. The other ones mess you up, and da 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 da. Da. That's what I've been hearing.
Mm.
But I'm
Well,
not.
no.
I'm not down. Not down with the experimental stuff. I'm really down with anything. Like I don't really know too many doctors. Like I told you before, I like the orthopedic guys.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the cardiac guys. But no, doctors really don't. And emergency guys, but the doctors don't really impress me too much. Not really too into their bag.
All right, Shania Twain.
I don't impress him. That was a good jam.
It was a good jam. She's some woman.
Yeah, good looking.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's still that picky with the men.
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, no, sure. I mean, the few only time can tell. The future will tell us. You know, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's going to affect people's immune systems, and then they're going to need like a booster every now and again. Which I'm
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Yeah,
it's kind of
someone's.
like
I'll just
planned
read.
out.
Read this out, and then we'll start. Just someone sent this to me this morning. Um,
Love your podcast so much.
was it Nobel Prize winner Luc Montagnier, or Montagnier, has confirmed that there is no chance of survival for people who have received any form of the vaccine. In the shocking interview, the world's top virologist stated blankly, "There is no hope, no possible treatment for those who have been vaccinated already. We must be prepared to incinerate the bodies." The scientific genius backed claims of other preeminent virologists after studying the constituents of the vaccine. They will all die from antibody-dependent enhancement. Nothing more can be said.
Like, what was that? What you mean? Like the vaccine is going to affect their immune system, right? Is that what you're saying?
So he's saying,
So that's why you're going to have antibodies or something like.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hang on, what did he say? There's no possible treatment for those who. We must be prepared. Where is it? Scientific genius backed. The scientific genius backed claims of other preeminent virologists after studying the constituents of the vaccine. Yeah, so they will all die from antibody dependent enhancement.
I don't know what that means really. Antibody, I know what that is, kind of.
Well, it's what I was saying beforehand. I'm not getting into it now, like, but if anybody's interested in learning any more, you can go onto my music page on YouTube, and I did an interview with a nurse, a university nurse called Santosh Dogra.
Very
And if
good.
you want to find out more, you can go there. If
Where's
not, get the vaccine.
Sorry.
the best. What's he saying?
She's a nurse, you said?
University nurse.
University nurse. So
So she's like a lecturer as well. Like.
Yeah. She seemed really smart.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. No, just so someone sent that to me this morning, like, that's all. I said I'd read it out.
Yeah. We got to rebrand the podcast. We're going crypto, so people can send us cryptocurrencies if they want.
Are you getting into all of that, are you?
We're going blockchain. Yeah.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Litecoin. Crypto coin.
Madness. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'd never invest in something I can't put my hands on. I know I probably sound like a cretin, like, but that's just the way I am. Like,
such a boomer.
Yeah, 100%. I'm happy with that. I'm a millennial, by the way. You're a boomer.
Boomer, dude. Crypto boomer.
Crypto boomer.
Oh.
I didn't even know I was a millennial.
Am I like a Gen Z or something or what? I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
you're after me. Yeah, you're old.
What's before millennial?
I think Gen Z or something like that. Yeah.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's an X.
I know, Gen X.
All right.
Yeah, I think Gen Z is after you guys.
No, what are they called again?
Younger.
They're called.
I thought Gen Z was like you're 20 somethings now.
I don't know.
I gotta use the toilet. I gotta pee real quick. Can you stay on, or should we just end it because we're just spiraling?
We are spiraling. We've done a good 50 minutes there. We need to go back. I'll go back and we'll watch the the Sub Underground for the next time, and we'll talk about that then.
Yeah, and then we'll do picks.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody likes to bet and send us the winnings on their cryptos.
Yeah, and send us the odds on your survivability rates of what's going on.
Yeah. All right. All the best.
All right. Talk to you soon, bud.
See you soon.
Good luck.